I'm Cecily with the Arlington Commission for Arts and Culture, and I'm here today to talk with Diane Welch, Arlington's wonderful animal control officer. Diane is going to share some stories about foxes. Because foxes are so beautiful, so clever, such good parents, they've become the mascot for the Fox Library and for our Fox Festival parade. Because of the coronavirus, we can't have workshops at the library and the schools are all closed. So we're creating ways for families to make things at home. And Diane is sharing fun facts and stories about different animal neighbors to give you inspiration as you create your artwork for this year's festival. So today we're going to talk about foxes. Okay, Diane, take it away.
Hello, Cicely. I'm excited today to talk about fox. Um, like the children that participate in this festival, foxes are known for being very curious, friendly, and playful. And isn't that a great description of all of the wonderful children in Arlington that will be celebrating in this Fox Festival? Excuse me. So fox are a member of they're actually related to the wolves, a member of like the dog family, although unlike a pack animal, they lead a very solitary life. And you are correct in saying that we have a couple of fox families. There may be more, but there's two that I know of. They often will live in a den, but sometimes they'll dig under someone's shed to make a safe burrow to have their pups in there. How fascinating and cool would it be to be able to watch, from your window in your home, the fox playing in your backyard. When they have their pups, it's in spring. They're just so beautiful and adorable and romping and playing and so fun to watch. They are incredible parents in that they work together to, the male will go off and hunt for the female so that she can stay with her pups when they're tiny to protect them, keep them warm. And he brings food back to feed her to enable her to produce milk to feed her pups, right? As a mammal, they nurse on the mom's milk. And so he's a great provider for his family. And then when it comes time for her to get out and stretch her legs a little bit, he'll stay and protect the pups, and she'll go off and hunt. They eat mice, rodents that helpful in keeping down the rodent and rat and mouse populations. They eat insects, they eat fruit and berries, and in doing so, they help to repollinate the fruit and berries when they poop, and the seeds are in their scat, we call it. And those seeds then will go into the earth to create a new plant. They have incredible hearing. So I saw one once, and it's kind of tipping its head like this, standing in the snow, tipping its head, and it does this pounce into the snow, face right into the snow, down to the ground to grab a vole or a mole, whatever it was hunting at the time. And I once was lucky enough to witness that, and it was just fascinating. Fox can make a really freaky sound when they are alarmed. It's a scream sometimes that you'll hear in the nighttime. And I know when I heard it once in my backyard from the woods, I got a flashlight because I was so curious as to what it was. And I could see that it was a fox, and it was on its hind legs, and there was somebody's outdoor cat kind of approaching. It was kind of crazy for that cat to be doing that, but that fox was giving a scream to warn that cat to get away from her den. Perhaps she had babies in there. And I will never forget the sound. It was crazy. I think that we're fortunate in Arlington with our beautiful green spaces and waterways that we have such a diverse and healthy population of wild animals, and fox being among one of those animals that we're lucky enough to call neighbors. I love them. But oh, so important, protecting the green spaces and habitat so that we can continue to have these beautiful wild neighbors that we need in helping to They're so beneficial in helping to control the rat and mouse population. So I love them, just as I love coyotes and owls and even raccoons. The threats that fox face are like some of the other animals we've mentioned. One of them being rat poison, and that they are eating the mice and the rats in our town. If those mice or rats are poisoned, then that's lethal to that fox. If your dog is off leash and of course curious and the little pups are out or the kits, a dog will go after them. So we have to be aware and to give, again, be compassionate and kind and give room to our wild neighbors. I just yesterday heard of a rehabilitator, a Massachusetts rehabilitator, that someone had brought a beautiful fox pup to her that had gotten entangled in, the plastic holders for like a 6-pack of soda or beer, those plastic rings that are all attached together. It had gotten tangled up in one of those through its legs across its chest. These rehabilitators have a doctor that was able to cut that away, and they're treating it with a Manuka honey, an amazing honey. They were showing them changing the bandages. So even plastics could be a danger for fox, plastic bags. And we talked about another animal getting its head stuck in those yogurt cups and those 6-pack plastic rings. If I were to buy something that did have them, I would cut them so they're not connected anymore. So they're no longer a danger. So many animals get stuck in those. I was surprised to see, I'd never thought of a fox getting stuck in something like that, but it's a threat to all wildlife. We can do better. We can do better than that as humans. And we all share this planet together. And they have as much a right to be here and live a happy life, raising their family, a healthy life, as we do. Arlington is aware of environmental hazards, aware of the dangers of plastics, and environmentally conscientious.
Well, thank you so much, Diane, for talking with us about foxes. You've brought us a taste of what it's like to be out in the woods and out in the world again, that I think can inspire us all as we make art, celebrating our animal neighbors and creatures of the imagination and sharing it with other people in our community. So
I love that, Cicely. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this celebration. And I look forward to what the children and families come up with. And I look forward to seeing that. I can't wait.
okay, thank you so much, and goodbye, and stay foxy.
I love it. And you stay well. Stay as curious and playful and friendly as a fox.
Perfect.
Take care.